e-learning channel. This is R. Divyanjali from Pantech. Dear participants, am I audible to all of you? Yes, very good evening. Good evening. Tejeshwar Rao, Preeti, very good evening. Welcome back to Pantech e-learning channel. Before starting the sessions, my dear participants, am I audible to all of you? Am I audible to all of you? Now am I audible to all of you clearly? It's 30 days masterclass. Yes, it's audible, right? Okay, fine. So firstly, very good evening to each and every participant over the session. I would like to welcome all of you. So welcome back to our Pantech e-learning channel. Pantech is a platform where a person can experience, innovate and implement different research and development works over this platform. So today we are on the Deep Learning Masterclass, that too on the 7th day session. Okay, so myself R. Divyanjali and I am from Pantech. So in today's session we will be discussing about TensorFlow library file. Nothing practical, we are going to learn something about this library file theoretically only. Okay, let us know the importance, why we are using this library file, how we have to install that. That only we will be learning in today's session. Okay, I think I will be finishing off the session soon only, don't worry about it. Still the voice is low. It's not a webinar, it's a 30 days session. We are on the 7th day session of our masterclass. Is my voice is clear now? Is my voice is clear now? Am I audible clearly, loudly? Please let me know that in the comment section. Am I clear with the voice? Slow. It's clear, right? Okay, fine. So why to delay? We will move on to the today's session. Yeah. So we are on the 7th day session of our masterclass Deep Learning. On this 7th day, we are going to learn something about TensorFlow. Okay. So what is this TensorFlow? Now voice is clear? Okay, fine. So what is this TensorFlow? It's an open source library file. Okay. So where we are going to use it? We are going to use this TensorFlow library in deep learning neural networks. Okay. So in deep learning implementation or applications, we are going to use this TensorFlow. So once again, we recall what we have learned in the last 6 days. Okay. First day. So it's a 30 days masterclass, right? On the first day, we have started learning something about the basic introduction to deep learning, right? Where we have understood what is this deep learning, where we are having, right? And we also discussed about the agenda, what we are going to learn in the complete 30 days, correct? Then followed by on the second day, we have started learning about the classification of different neural networks, where we discussed about various neural networks including multi-layer perceptron, convolutional neural network and recurring neural network, right? So the basics of these neural networks, how it's being classified, how it's going to work, that we have learned on the second day of our session. On the day 3, we have learned the artificial neural network implementation. What are various advantages, disadvantages, features, architecture, this and all we have learned on day 3. Followed by day 4, we learned about convolutional neural network, where convolutional neural network is going to deal with images as our input data. Not only images, we also consider something like video also as my input data. So CNN deals with image or video capturing as my input data. Next, we also have discussed about advantages, applications, disadvantages of CNN. Along with, we also have done some application, right? On day 5, we have discussed about recurring neural network, what is the architecture, what is the neural network speciality, how the information is being processed, then advantages, disadvantages, architecture, applications, right? Next, followed by day 6, where we have learned 2 applications, right? What are that applications? It's low. Okay, am I audible now clearly? Am I audible now clearly? Is it still low? Is it okay? Am I audible to all the participants? Not reachable. Am I audible to all of you now? Don't tell yes ma'am, no ma'am. Please do tell something like yes ma'am, it's audible, it's clear, like that you tell. Please don't tell yes ma'am, no ma'am. Am I audible to all of you clearly? Audible, right? Fine then. So on day 6 we have learnt about the applications. What are the applications we have developed or we have understood in the yesterday session? QR code generation. The other one is QR code. The other one, yes, I need response from participants. We have done 2 applications yesterday. One is QR code. What about the other application? Age and gender detection, right? So we are on the 7th day session of our masterclass, where we are going to discuss about TensorFlow library 5. So this TensorFlow is going to be used in deep learning neural networks. Okay. Once again, we'll revise what is this deep learning. Our human brain is made up of neurons connection, where the information is being sent so fast and process the data so easily, right? So in the same way here also we are going to create some neural networks. We are going to create some neural networks and process the data from that neural networks. Okay. To process or to work with deep learning neural networks, we have to use this TensorFlow. Okay. So fine. Let us go to the slide number 1. Yeah. When to use this deep learning basically? When we have lots of data and when the problem is complex, something like speech recognition, vision, something like audio, video, and something like natural language, something like input like sentence or paragraph format, wherever we have certain problem statements related to these as my input data, there we can use this deep learning neural networks where the data is unstructured. Okay, it's not clearly mentioned what type of data it is, like that. There we have to use this deep learning neural networks when we need some absolute perfect model for our data, for our problem statement. There also we can use this deep learning. Okay, fine. Where not to use? So don't use deep learning when we don't have large amount of data. If we are having normal amount of data, some limited amount of data, we can go with machine learning itself. Okay, so when we are performing sufficiently well with the traditional machine learning methods, something like supervised, unsupervised reinforcement, right, when we can easily work with that. When it is performing, that models are giving us the best results, it's enough. Don't need to prefer deep learning. Okay, next, when your data is structured and you possess the proper domain knowledge, then you can use then you should not use deep learning. We can directly go with machine learning. Your model should be explainable. So when we need not to use this deep learning means when the model is easily explainable, don't use this because it is complex. Okay, fine. Moving on to the next slide, TensorFlow. So it's an open source deep learning library file which utilizes to help to write neural network, not to write, to access or to work with the neural network modules. Something like different modules will be there. So for that purpose we are using this TensorFlow library file. Okay, next, GPU or TPU support is present and released by Google in 2015, and till now we are having 2200 contributors for this library file. Now latest second version is released in 2019, September 2019. Yeah, so here you can see TensorFlow @Google. So you can see how it is going to be used. AI powered data center efficiency, it means it can process the data efficiently. Global localization in map, okay, it means clearly detect the place. For that purpose also we are using portrait mode on Google Pixel. Okay, so these are the applications of TensorFlow or its usage of TensorFlow which are proposed by Google. Okay, so next comes something about TensorFlow. TensorFlow is an end-to-end open source platform for machine learning. It has a comprehensive, flexible ecosystem of tools, libraries and community resources that lets researchers push the state of the art in machine learning, and developers easily build and deploy machine learning powered applications. So it is basically used for complex processing of data, okay, where a lot of community resources are available for this library file. So here you can see how TensorFlow helps in deep learning neural network for training purpose or for visualization purpose or for neural network deployment purpose, how it is used. You can see in the training session we collect different data sets. That data TensorFlow along with Keras. Keras also important. Okay, these two are very much important in any deep learning. As we have discussed in machine learning, we used 5 library files. What are they? Something like pandas, numpy, matplotlib library, seaborn, scalar. These library files, wherever you are going to work with machine learning, we imported or we started using these library files, correct? In deep learning also, whatever the application you develop, we need to have these two library files. One is TensorFlow, the other one is Keras. Okay, TensorFlow and Keras library file. Okay, fine. So data sets will be considered. Students are there. What not started? They created wrong. Okay, so we collect the input data sets, then what we'll do, we'll process through the neural network, then analyze the data, now save the model, whatever the network we are creating, so save that model, then here we have to deploy the model to our data set, or something like we can tell like process the data to the model. Okay, and we have already trained this. So sorry for the interruption. Yeah, so we are discussing about the applications of TensorFlow. First application is speech recognition system in something like musical analysis, or in something like where we used audio as my input data. Okay. Next application, image or video recognition and tagging. It's nothing but to analyze in an image. For suppose if you might be using Facebook, right? How many of you use Facebook accounts, Facebook media, social media? Yes, of course I do use, so only I am raising the hand. So how many of you people are using social media? Please raise your hands. Something like Facebook, Instagram, right? We use, right? Yes, dear participants who all are using FB, please raise your hands. Even I do use, Preeti. Yeah, so Noah only Instagram, Instagram Reels, this only. Kambambati, very good. I am not in any social media. This is very good. Amit. Okay, so we might be using the people who are using social media. You can easily understand this. So first, suppose I consider Facebook, which is very easy to explain for me. So in Facebook, we do generally post the post, right? So whatever we are going to do, we will be posting that something like exciting, we are on travel, we are on holiday, we are on exams, busy in exams, like that. We post some post, right? Maybe our friends or family members might be repeating in our post, FB post. Then, have you ever observed that it is asking us to tag the person who is being repeated in your task, in your post, correct? Correct or not? So that type of tagging, how it is coming, tagging, tag the person like that? Because it's a machine learning, okay, machine learning, deep learning only, application only, real time use case example, okay. So to identify particular person or to identify the audio of a person, we will use this deep learning models, okay. For that only we are using this TensorFlow. Understanding everyone? Is it clear till now? I hope you are understanding. If you are having any query, please let me know that in the comment section. I'll get back to each and every query by the end of the session. Okay? Fine. So we are discussing about the applications. First one is speech recognition that we have already discussed. Next, image and video recognition and tagging. Okay? So to identify the person in a image or when the video is being captured. Okay? That time to identify a person, to identify a thing, we use this TensorFlow. Self-driving cars. Yes, of course. Self-driving cars. I have shown one video previously. Do you people remember that? So, without any human support, if we just sit on the car, it will automatically start and move towards the destination. If we tell the destination, it will directly go to the destination, right? Without any human support, correct? Am I correct or not? For suppose if we wanted to handle by ourselves, then we can stop, just to stop, then we will continue, like that. Okay, so it's following the human instructions. Okay, self-driving cars, text summarization and sentiment analysis, both are related. Something like we will be using input something like sentence format, paragraph format information. Text summarization means some 10 lines, 100 lines of code if I consider at the input, I can summarize that within 15 to 20 lines. In that type of applications also we use this TensorFlow. Next, sentiment analysis. Sentiment means what? Positive or negative. Okay, so we have to find the positive or negative, that is using NLP technique. For such applications also we use this TensorFlow library file. Okay, fine. Let us move on to the next slide. Yeah, so TensorFlow is an open source library for deep learning and machine learning. We will be using this. It was developed by Google Brain team and was released in 2015. Developed by the Google Brain team and released in 2015. TensorFlow is mainly used for classification, perception, understanding, discovering, prediction and creation purpose. You have joined just now. So after the session you can just rewind the session, no issues. We are discussing about TensorFlow library file. Why we are using it, what is so special about this, that is what we are discussing. Okay. Varsha Venkatram Reddy. Okay. I hope okay, it's okay, right? Fine. So TensorFlow is mainly used for classification, perception, understanding, discovering, prediction and creation purpose. Okay, fine. Let us move to the next slide. Yeah, what is this TensorFlow? TensorFlow, it's two words, right? Data flow. Okay, so the data has to be processed like that. So what it can process? 0-dimensional array of elements, 1-dimensional array of elements and 2-dimensional array of elements. We can process the data. 0-dimensional tensor means scalar data. Okay. 1-dimensional means vector. What is the difference between scalar and vector? What is the difference between scalar and vector? Scalar means having only magnitude value. Okay. Whereas vector means it has both the magnitude as well as direction. Yeah, I understood there is a small issue with the link creation. So only you people are late, I guess. Okay. So only you have to click on live session. You are waiting on another link. Okay, so sorry for the inconvenience. From here after you can do something like, you just go to Pantech e-learning live session, click on live at 7 o'clock. You will directly enter into my session. Okay. That title was different. It was regarding LSTM, right? But as per the agenda, today's session is TensorFlow library file. Okay. Please send early. Yes, of course. Today we are not doing any practical. So I will wind it off. Don't worry. Okay. Theoretically only I am explaining about this library file. Yes, of course. Kajal, very good. So the difference between scalar and vector means scalar has only magnitude value. It does not have any directions. Okay. It does not give any directions. Whereas vector has both the magnitude and dimensional values. Okay. Whereas 2D tensor means matrix format, number of rows and columns. Generally we deal with the matrix format information only, correct? Because we are going to work with Excel sheet data like that. Okay, fine. Next, what is TensorFlow? So why we have to use this? For graphical representation, and it's a common programming model for parallel computing. Parallel computing means simultaneously it can process the complete data. Okay. And it uses a data flow graph to represent the computation, mathematical computations. Okay, fine. Let us move to the next slide. Here are the benefits of using the graphical representations. First thing, we can process the data fastly. That's why it's shown as parallelism. Next one, distributed execution. Process the data throughout the network from different nodes. Right? That is also a benefit. Next, compilation. Compilation means debugging. Okay. So we can even debug the complete data. Portability. So we can shift the data wherever it is used, it can be accessed there directly. Okay. Fine. So let us move to the next slide. Yeah. So this is about tomorrow's session actually, but I would like to give some introduction to this Keras. Tomorrow we will be implementing this TensorFlow Keras in Jupyter Notebook. In data science session also we have discussed about this TensorFlow and Keras. Now also we will be discussing about what are all the different modules, activation functions which are present, and what is the use of that particular function and how we are using them. Okay, fine. So Keras. So Keras is the deep learning API address peripheral interface written in Python language. So it running on the top of the machine learning platform TensorFlow. It was developed with a focus on enabling fast experimentation, fast representation or fast processing of data. Being able to go from the idea to get result as fast as possible is the key to doing good research. Okay, so Keras and TensorFlow are both interlinked, both are used for deep learning neural networks, and Keras is basically used for experimentation purpose to process the data soon, fastly, like that. Yeah. So let us move to the next slide. Here is about the different APIs, sequential, functional and model subclass. Okay, so this is about basic block diagrams only, layers and what are the different activation functions and what are normalization, everything will be there, that will be discussing tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So any queries regarding today's session? The people who have came late, who have joined the session late, no issues. You can just rewind the session. Okay. Any queries? Yes, any queries regarding TensorFlow? We discussed just basically, theoretically only. Okay. Contributors means number of people who contributed their work for TensorFlow, like that. Understood, Aparna? Aparna, am I clear, ma? I have told you, Aparna. Contributors means number of people worked or researched on TensorFlow. Am I clear, Aparna? How many times same question? Am I clear? Yeah, attendance link has been shared to you in the comment section. Yeah, it's clear, right? Very good. So any more queries also you can just ask me, because we are winding up fastly today. So only I am asking if any queries. Since the last 7 days also, if you are having any queries, please let me know. I'll answer you. Okay. So one more important thing, you received the attendance link. Today's attendance link in the comment section. Please do fill it fastly. Okay. Please don't forget to fill the attendance link. In order to get the certificate, it is very mandatory to attend 25 days session of our masterclass, and also attendance is mandatory for 25 days. Okay. Yes, how many of you filled the attendance form? Raise your hands. Let me see. Satish, I have enrolled in deep learning internship, but we can't getting any PPTs and other documents, could you please send the PPTs and other documents? Thank you. Yeah, we will share you. The thing is, we haven't uploaded all the things, okay? Day to day we will be uploading each and every video. You have to just check that. Clear, Satish? Data analytics courses, Aryan Singh. Data analytics courses. You can just attend this 30 days masterclass first, then you will get the idea. We also have taken some data science 2.0 version masterclass. You can just attend them. You will get some basic idea first of all. Okay. Anything yet? How many of you filled the attendance form? Raise your hands. Attendance link has been shared in the comment section. Please do fill that attendance. So once again we will be sharing you. So I have shared you right now. Please fill the attendance form. Ma'am, what is this? Review method is not coming, ma'am, when we doing programming Jupyter Notebook. What review method you have done? I haven't explained any review method. Instead of WhatsApp, you just join in Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, so that we directly can answer your queries there in the groups. WhatsApp group means it is many groups are there. FB group means it is only one FB group we are having for data science group, I guess. I have already shared you the links. Today I did not share, I guess I'll share you now. 1 minute, I'll share you the group links. You just add in that groups. It will be helpful for you to easily communicate with us first of all. Because most of the participants are facing trouble to ask queries. So that I am telling you. Okay. Yeah. So I am sharing you the social media groups. Just add in that. It will be helpful for you people. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. LinkedIn also it will help for your professional growth as well. You can just contact to Pantech e-learning. We'll get back to you for sure. Facebook, Instagram. In Facebook you can directly contact ma. No issues. We have a group, right? Pantech e-learning group we are having. Please do join in the groups and be active in that group. Okay. I have shared you now Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn links. Just add in the group first of all. Then whatever the query you are having, you can ask me there. Okay. Yeah, you filled the attendance form. Very good, Asin. IMDb movie review program. Okay. What problem you are getting? Error. Okay. So we'll do one thing. Just get back to me in Facebook actually. Show that screenshot, error screenshot you keep in that FB group. I'll check and I'll tell you what may be the error. Okay. Is it clear, Venkat Jashwant? That's what. You just put that screenshot. Okay. You just put that screenshot. We'll connect to that. Okay. Attendance done na, Kajal. Very good. So then we'll wind up the session because I told you I'll leave you fastly today, right? So we'll wind up the session. So firstly I would like to thank all the participants who came first earlier to me to the session. I would like to thank all the participants, and if you really liked the session, please do like, comment and share to your friends who are in need of learning something practically. And if you are the first time visitor, please do subscribe to Pantech e-learning channel so that you will be getting more interesting technical updates. Okay, so I have even shared you attendance link, and also we shared you something like social media links. You can just add, especially in Facebook you just add, so that we can interact with you directly without any third person. Okay, your queries will be watched by everyone here, so we can give you some, we can redirect you. Okay, what is the error, how to resolve it, like that. Okay, so last but not least, thank you all. Have some delicious dinner and take care. Good night.